fired U of M head coach Sherrone Moore. Here's a timeline. He was let go yesterday over an alleged inappropriate relationship with another staff member. Hours later, we learned that he was in police custody, and tonight we've obtained dispatch audio from TMZ Sports of a 911 call reportedly connected to a woman who's accusing Moore of attacking and stalking her.
5615530 for domestic. Subject just called the caller, told her there's a male at the location and the house attacking her. States has been stalking her for months.
Dispatch says that he was stalking her for months. The alleged incident happened yesterday afternoon, shortly before Moore's firing was announced. Fox 2's Scott Wolchek is in Ann Arbor with reactions from students, and Fox 2's Camille Amiri is in Pittsfield Township with the latest on this call. Camille, this adds another layer of an unbelievable 24 hours in a very troubling situation.
It really does, Brandon. It really does. The alleged incident happened behind me at this apartment complex here off of Ann Arbor Saline Road called Uptown Apartments. It's on the Ann Arbor Saline border, actually Ann Arbor Pittsfield Township border. Take a look at some video. Let's kind of break this down. I know you did a really good job at the top of the show, but let's kind of rehash everything. So this alleged assault was yesterday late afternoon. Pittsfield Township Police responded to the call, again, on the Ann Arbor Pittsfield Township border. We have confirmed that former U of M head coach Sherrone Moore was taken into custody a short time later at a location in Saline. According to 911 audio that Fox 2 has obtained by TMZ Sports, the subject was attacking the female victim and had been stalking her for months. Right now, Moore is being held at the Washtenaw County Jail. He is expected to be arraigned tomorrow. Now, here is more of that 911 audio. You can hear the dispatcher speaking, but the audio from the caller has been redacted. Take a listen.
5530 for domestic. Subject just called the caller, told her there's a male at the location and the house attacking her. States has been stalking her for months. For the Pittsfield unit's reference to domestic, we just get a call from S1's wife in Ann Arbor saying that the subject is suicidal. Referencing his job today.
Suicidal.
He walked out with 79. Clear. And just FYI, there's a U of M detective that's going to be making that location as well.
And again, we obtained that audio from TMZ Sports. We want to tell you also, too, that we've talked to people here at the complex. People just really don't want to talk. They have heard about what had happened. They said they have not seen the coach around here before, but this is an apartment complex. It doesn't have a lot of security. There's no gates. There's no codes you need. You don't need to beep to get into someone's building. This is all open, so you can just walk right up and walk to someone's front door. We tried talking to several people again, people just really wanting to remain tight-lipped about this. Reporting live in Pittsfield Township, Camille Amiri, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, understandably so. We do appreciate it, and we appreciate that perspective. We'll check in back with you a little later. Thank you. Yeah. Well, for now, we want to go to team coverage. It continues with Fox 2's Scott Wolchek. He's live at the Big House with some reaction. What are students talking about now that they've had time to kind of think about this?
Hey, Brandon. Yeah, you know what? They're still unpacking it because, rumors are abuzz all over social media. And a lot of the students that I've talked with think that the timing of this is a little suspicious, right? Just because you've got some big signings or people who are coming to the university or have kind of done some early sign-ins and they're saying, hey, you know what? This is a little sus. But from the most part, from the kids that I've talked to, they all say that, hey, this really seemed to come out of the blue. They're disappointed. They're shocked. They're hoping that the team can still do well in the Citrus Bowl. They weren't expecting for Sherrone Moore to be fired just out of the blue here. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Seemed like he did something with a staff member, and it doesn't look great on the university or the team, especially with all the sign stealing stuff that's been up. So it is really interesting to see what's going on with it.
Do you think that this kind of came out of the blue?
Absolutely. I'm part of the Michigan Analytics team, or the club team for football, and we're all shocked by it. Out of nowhere, this just came up and completely out of the blue.
I think it's kind of crazy. He has a wife and kids, and he did what he did.
But this is something that I believe that Michigan knew about prior, and I think they just need a reason to fire him. This was a good reason, and getting arrested in the mugshot was kind of crazy. I think he should be a responsible adult.
Why do you think the university?
I just think it's not something that just comes up.
Yeah, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Big 6'1". Hey, C's, dog. Hey, look, G, this a collab video. Nosebleed Nation. Hey, G, I know I've been gone for a while over here on C's World Reacts, but look, baby, I'm back, I promise you. I've been building my future. I was over there building the YouTube channel over here, building the YouTube channel over there, and I said I'll be back when I get this one monetized, because this one was close to getting monetized. I'm back now, baby. What's happening with y'all? Man, this is a crazy story, bro, but I wanted to stop it right there because do I feel for bro? Man, I do feel for bro. I do. In a way, but then in a way I don't, right? But we gonna get to how I feel and what I think. But first, we need to go switch from the news, right? And we need to go over here and see what Dave Portnoy had to say. You know who Dave Portnoy is, right? Dave Portnoy is the guy who helps put up that bag, that $12 million, to bring Bryce Underwood from LSU to Michigan. Yeah. Dave Portnoy, billionaire. You feel me? So we gonna go over here and see what Dave got to say, bro, because, you know, he a mover and shaker. He's a very important person over in Michigan. Let's see how Dave felt about this, bro. And then we gonna get to how I feel. Because how I feel really ain't that important.
Put on my Michigan shirt. I said, we're going to talk about this. We're going to face the music. And I don't know how many other leaders from schools would do that when this type of controversy is no commitment. Said, let's head this face on. Let's take it on the chin and let's deal with it. So that's a credit to the institution, the school, and me right off the bat. Second, there's been rumors clearly about this going on. Everyone's like, oh, they waited till the signing deadline. They did this, they did that. I don't think these people understand how the law works, how an investigation works. We had to investigate. And the second we found out that there was wrongdoing with this staffer, which the school has reported, we cut ties with him. It was the moral, it was the right thing to do. Now, lots of schools, people making this into some, like some huge controversy. I mean, I can go down the list. Bobby Petrino, Hugh Freeze, Penn State, a whole different level. Art Briles, Brian Kelly, institutional chaos at Ohio State. This is
tattoos.
A crime if in the college football world, but not really in the real world. So again, yes, we need to
jail.
Get rid of him. Now I heard somebody say jail right there. I think it was Walker. I don't know why Walker's on the Thursday show, if we're being honest.
I volunteered as well.
I don't know why you're on the show, but he was already dismissed as head coach when all the stuff that apparently happened after.
Yeah.
So we as a school cannot be held responsible when an ex-employee seemingly goes off the rails. I tweeted out Jeffrey Dahmer went to Ohio State. That's just a fact. I don't equate that to the football program. So we got rid of the guy. What happened after happened after. Do I think possibly if we beat Ohio State and we're in the playoffs, we keep the guy? Maybe.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
But, we didn't beat Ohio State, and there was malfeasance, and he had to go. And now we should be looking forward. There should be no talk on the national stage about the past. We're looking forward. And I'm glad you asked, who do I want as the next guy? I have my short list. I love John Gruden, not just because he works for us, because he's obsessed with football, unbelievable motivator, Hall of Fame coach, and I think he would do it. I think he'd be unbelievable. I don't think he's going to get the job. I don't know that they'd even interview him. I'm pushing for it. I have no juice. Nick Saban, you got to make him say no. Lanning, got to make him say no. This is a guy that I've always had on my list. Jeff Munkin, the Army coach. Super tough guy. Army, their record before he got to Army was 3-9, 3-9, 3-9. They've been very good. You bring in an offensive guy, he's not going to run the service academy. Clark Lee from Vanderbilt, unbelievable job, like him. Kenny Dillingham, if we're not getting Gruden, this would be number one. I love Dillingham. I love what he's done at Arizona State. And people are laughing when I say Dion, but I think Dion combined with a Michigan, where you have the resources, the NIL, and all that, is a whole different can of worms than Colorado. So there's my list, and that's all we should be talking about. All this innuendo and Michigan cheats and this and that. The guy had an inappropriate affair with a staffer. As people say, it's still undefeated. He's not going to be the first guy. He won't be the last guy. It has nothing to do with institutional chaos like Ohio State. It's a sad story. I wish it didn't happen. I wish him the best. Anything that happened after he was released, he was not on our payroll. Can't be held responsible.
Brandon, it seemed that Dave was intimating that you may not know how the law works because you were maybe intimating that Michigan.
By the way, I also like a lot of, I'm sorry to do this, and I didn't tweet it because I felt mean, but I saw Big Ev being like, if the people I'm talking to or the rumors I'm hearing are true, this is going to get a lot messier. Who was Ev talking to? Is Hoagie Sandwich? Everybody was hearing the same exact rumors for months. And they're investigating, and it was out there. So everyone's acting like there's some super top secret insider. This was a pretty well-known investigation.
It was well-known rumors, and Michigan did have to wait until after National Signing Day when the recruits signed. That's the timing they had to use.
They had to wait for all the facts to come out. FAX.
And to see if they beat Ohio State.
And to see if they beat Ohio State. Hey, Dave, Brandon Walker from Barstool.
Yeah, again, don't know why you're on the show.
I also volunteered.
If we read the report that Sherrone Moore was having an affair with a staffer while married, that is under the classical definition of cheating. So it's a personal issue. It's a personal issue. It's not a Michigan issue. It's more an Adam and Eve issue in my mind than a football issue. And I do believe if we beat Ohio State and we're in the playoffs, you have a family counseling meeting and you move on.
But wait, Dave, if you have a family counseling meeting, if you beat Ohio State, you're in the playoffs, the relationship with the staffer is still inappropriate, right?
Yes, or maybe they swing that way, PFT. There's no way for us to know exactly what that was. There's a lot of people who have freaks, quirks.
But the relationship's not inappropriate whether the wife approves or not. It's a power dynamic thing at that point, right?
Well,
like organizationally.
Again, I think if he was cheating with or without a staffer, the result would be the same.
But really, I don't think you can fire him for cause for just.
This what I got from that, right? They didn't just get rid of bro because of what he did, right? Pause. Let me pause the camera. See, they fired him because he lost to Ohio State. And he embarrassed the school. And he was never really our guy. But because we love Harbaugh, we gave him the job, right? He talked about who his possible next coaches is. Gruden, Coach Prime, the Army coach, my guy from Vandy. Hey, he got a nice list, bro, and they can pay. Now, I believe Dave lies when he say he has no juice. Dave has all the juice, bro. Dave has juice. And he's going to have input on who's the next coach because Dave pays the players. Dave pays the collective and the collective pays the players. He's part of that big money, bro. You see, them billionaires, they swing different, bro. They walk different. They talk different. They say what they want. They do what they want, bro. And it ain't no holding back on them, right? Now, he also talked about Peyton Manning being the other coach. That's crazy as well. Now, let's clear up some of the rumors, though. I want to clear up some of the rumors, and then I'm going to get to how I really feel about this whole situation if you still with me. You still with me? And I hope you picking up the shit that I'm dropping. You hear me? So, listen to what I'm saying. So, it was a bunch of rumors out there saying that he was already charged. He was charged with the S word. He was charged with this. He was charged with that. But you see on the news, it say that he going to be arraigned tomorrow. And right now, there are no official charges listed for him. He's only being held suspect in an alleged assault while prosecutors review everything else. Now, they say it was a bunch of different rumors saying like he told his wife he was going to do her and he was going to do himself. And then he drove to the girl house and he told her he was going to do her. Then there was a rumor about him buying a Plan B on DoorDash, and that's how his wife found out that the girl was pregnant. There was another rumor saying that the wife knew about the girl, but she only got upset when she got pregnant. That was another rumor, right? But this is what I'm saying, bro. This is the only reason I feel sorry for bro. They plotted this firing, bro. And I feel like he couldn't take the pressure of everything, of how they did him, and he snapped. And when he snapped, that's what led him to getting arrested. Dig what I'm saying? Because everybody been knowing this since last year. This been out. This been a rumor that he been sleeping with this girl. But then you heard what Dave said. If he beat Ohio State, they go to family counseling. And maybe they swingers. Maybe they just swing that way. But you can't lose to Ohio State and embarrass the school and be a black man. So yes, in a way, Jamel Hill was right. Because look at Lane. Lane, he's sliding in chicks' DMs on Snapchat. It's other coaches that's been caught. This ain't not normal, bro. Look at Belichick. His girlfriend is on the sideline. She's on payroll. She's allegedly on payroll as a staffer, but everybody's turning a blind eye. Belly, he's 70-some years old. His girl 24, allegedly. You know, she been 24 for the last 3 years, though. That's all I'm saying. She been 24 for a long time. So I don't know if she really 24 years old, bro. But we gonna come back to Sherrone. So they plotted on him. Said it's the perfect time. We can get him out of here, and we ain't gotta pay the exit fee. Now he like, damn. I done lost my $5 million. My $5 million a year, my incentives. My wife gonna leave me. You know, and maybe his wife did have some resentment because she getting older and she got 2 kids. And she looking at that sweet young thing like, he gonna leave me for her, you know? Because that sweet young thing, her daddy somebody important. Her daddy somebody important. And if he keep winning, then he look real good. And then if he leave his wife, it's under the table. She just the ex-wife. But like they say, bro, this ain't Michigan problem. This a personal family issue. But Michigan used it to get rid of him because they just wanted a new coach. Let's be honest. You know, and I feel bad because bruh had like a little, it seems like bruh had a little mental instability and a little breakdown, which led him to do some things which caused him to go to jail. Or he just can't let go because it's the power of the PUSSY. It's the reason that every nigga try to just fly. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because on the 911 call, it said that the lady say he been stalking her for months, so she been trying to get away from him. And he won't leave him alone. Come on, bro. You the head coach of the Big Blue, bro. Come on, man. You could damn near get any girl you want, bro, with the kind of bag you making, bro. Real talk. It's cheap. It's cheap. But I'm going to tell y'all this, like I said, man. Stacy, Tracy, Tawana, Wana, Donna, Yolanda, Wana, Kia, Mia, Tia, Leah, Bebe, KK, Lele, JJ. They wouldn't do him like this, bro. Bro might get some hot grits through on him. He might get stabbed. I'm just playing. I just playing YouTube. No, he not. He might get some high grits po on him. You know what I'm saying? He might get cussed out. He might have to go stay with his mama. But she not gonna do you one like this and leave you broke, busted, and disgusted, bro. Have you out here running around, look at who rubbernecking, goosenecking, and look at who and you whoing, bro. They wasn't gonna have you out here like that, G. That's all I'm saying. Love who love you. But sometimes, bro, you know, it's cool to stay at the crib too. Real talk. But I'm a big advocate of loving who loves you. And I kind of feel bad because this brother ain't gonna never work again in college football, bro. I don't see him ever working again in college football, depending on what happens tomorrow. Depending on what these charges say, that's gonna allocate whether or not this man works tomorrow. I mean, works again in college football. And to be on top of the world on Monday and lose it all on Thursday, that's enough to break any man, dog. That's enough to break any man, straight up, G. So, do I know how he feel? Nah. But I can empathize with him. But if bro ordered the plan B on DoorDash, man, he's a stone cold idiot, dog. Straight up, bro. But we gonna definitely talk about this story more, man. Man, let me know, bro. Man, let me know, bro. Should bro work again? Was Michigan wrong? Did they do him dirty? Did they set him off and make him go crazy? Man, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. If ain't nobody never told you that they love you, you know Big 618Cs do. If ain't nobody never told you they want to see you win, you know the boy Big 6 want to see you win. And you know when I got that Bishop Sycamore shirt on, I'm cooking. 618Cs, man, I love y'all. Peace.
You're the one who's guilty.